With the use of this technology, we will be able to have complete traceability back to our farm.
It's one of Australia's oldest industries. But since wool arrived here on the sheep's back in 1797, there's been very little change in the way that it's produced. Until now.
As a wool grower, we're always trying to produce the best wool possible on our farm.
Traditionally, recognising and breeding for these key qualities has been a highly subjective process done by eye. But now, with electronic identification tags due to become mandatory on every sheep in Australia by 2025 for biosecurity purposes, wool growers like Alistair Pearce are taking advantage of another opportunity in the new technology.
I guess the simplest thing is we're looking for needles in haystacks. So somewhere in this mob there's 40 or 50 sheep that will be under 16 micron, which will really get into that micron premium.
A sheep's micron is essentially the quality of its wool. The lower the micron, the softer the wool, and the larger the dollar value of it. The first step of the process is to scan a sheep's EID tag, then determine its micron.
So we can sort through the flock, look at the quality of each sheep and know and come back to that data using the spreadsheet from the electronic ID. So that's in the micron premium band.
From here, the flock can be divided into different mobs based on their wool quality, ready for shearing.
So at shearing time we can bring up ewes based on their micron.
This means the wool classer can group the lowest micron fleeces into a bale more easily, which can then be sold for a premium price.
So there's basically a $10 premium between 16 and 20 micron.
But it's not just the extra money per bale that has farmers excited. There's also the traceability opportunities.
And therefore we're trying to build a story on our sheep operation where it's a clean and green, sustainably. We're doing it in a humane and ethical way.
Here, the electric tag scanner comes in handy again, this time tracking the wool as it comes off the sheep's back. At the moment, Alistair Pearce does this from a sheep breeding perspective, to attribute the fleece weight to an individual sheep and therefore gain a better understanding of the high performers within a mob. But he also sees the benefits for the consumer, who will be able to track down where their woolen jumper came from.
So when these sheep are shorn and their fleeces are taken off farm to be processed, they can be traced not only right back to this individual property, but to the exact mob of sheep that they were grown on.
We know what microns are coming up, we know that's assigned to that sheep, and so having that information is king.